dead. It's Halloween. I know you're expecting me to talk about something creepy or something funny, but I thought I'd talk about something that actually scares me. One of my fondest memories from primary school is bringing a deck of trading cards with me every single day, sitting in the rain sheltered passageway between the Year 5 classroom and the rest of the school at break, and playing a children's card game with other kids. At the ripe old age of 9, there was very little that I enjoyed more than Yu-Gi-Oh! As I moved up to senior school, I'd mostly stopped playing. I'd basically packed it in at a time when all anyone was doing was normal summoning, tribute summoning, and maybe throwing in a special summon or a fusion once or twice a duel to spice things up. It was a good time to leave. But one particularly rainy day, me and my friends decided to go inside and do something that I hadn't done in a long time. Game on, get my game on, come on now, better play my cards right. Picture it, me sat one side of the geography desk, on the other my boy, Jogger. Sweat bellows from my forehead as I draw my first 5 cards. 2 pot of grades, phew. I almost forgot I was a cheating bastard. I whip him down, draw 4 cards, place 2 traps, and summon Spear Dragon in attack position. But Jogger's not fazed. In fact, he seems almost calm. Almost as though he hadn't stopped playing the game for 5 years and knew how to use all the new tricks. This time, I didn't stand a ghost of a chance. You see, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had gained a lot of new rules since I used to play it. There were 3 new ways of summoning monsters, and seemingly every card had a way of being special summoned. You could argue that this adds complexity to the game, and I'd agree, but I wouldn't say that was a good thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was always considerably easier to play than the other card games readily available to kids in my hometown. Games that, of course, meaning Pokemon, because the only other option was Pokemon. I own this many Pokemon cards. If you talk to other people my age, they'll all say that they own or owned about this many Pokemon cards. But do you know how many games of Pokemon I've witnessed in my entire life? Not played, witnessed. None. Not one. I'm sure people did play it, I'm sure people do play it, but it just wasn't the same. Pokemon has so many card types and so many systems. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was simple. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards were simple. This is the standard vanilla Yu-Gi-Oh! Effect monster. Easy to understand, so if you place it down mid-duel, a 10-year-old could read it without affecting the flow of the game. Simple. On the other hand, if we get a new one, fuck's sake! Wrong one. Oh! Here you'll see all of the effect monsters I received in a starter pack for a children's game.
Actually, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has become quite the sophisticated game since you stopped playing it, Oscar.
Exactly. That brings me to the rarest of shinies that my videos have to offer, an actual point. This is every Yu-Gi-Oh! Card that I currently own, and these are roughly the same 50 cards that I've been using for the last 13 years, and the reason, it's not because of a complex strategy to special summon as many mid-tier monsters in one turn as possible so as to maximise my chances of summoning the 3 most powerful cards in my deck specifically to activate 1 spell card by turn 14. It's simply because this card looks fucking rad. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards have always been so beautifully illustrated, and that hasn't changed, but what has is I don't think a 7-year-old could pick up a box of cards placed by the till in a supermarket, take them home, and thoroughly understand how to play the game by the end of the afternoon. I'm not going to pretend that I'm a big card game or a big board game boy, but I like the idea of having at least one game that I, a child, can just pick up and play. Without a complex explanation of new rules, without a ban list, and without having to wait 15 minutes every turn to read my opponent's 6 varieties of war and peace. I fell in love with Yu-Gi-Oh! When it was basically a toy, so I guess I'm not thrilled that it's basically a sport.